What is up, divine beings? Peace, love, abundance, blessings. My name is AstroPapi, and this video is dedicated to those people who are in solitude, who are in hermit mode. And the truth and reality of it is that high vibrational people, that people with intuition, with strong spiritual gifts, do need time in solitude. And solitude is that cocoon state, that incubator state, that in-between state where you are just called to really be within yourself. And it's not easy to live a certain life and to then come into a spiritual awakening. And we don't have just one awakening, we have so many awakenings. And let me tell you one thing about spirituality: it's an constant evolution, a constant glow up. You never have a peak, because spirituality is infinite in the same way you are infinite, and you're just becoming an awareness to the infinite possibilities, the infinite abundance, the infinite magnetism, the infinite power of who you are, and to bear witness to the goddess, the God within you, is to really take that time of stillness. All right, it's not easy, it's not cute, and it's not sexy, but it is in stillness where you really know yourself, where you are able to understand yourself more. And the reason why high vibrational people end up spending a lot of time in solitude is because they start realizing what is no longer for them. And it's not easy to one day have that awareness and consciousness that, you know what, certain friendships that I've had, certain relationships that I've had, I don't want them anymore. Certain relationships that I've had, I don't want them anymore. It's difficult because we can carry so much empathy and so much compassion and so much love for others, but we can also have the understanding that our proximity to them, us giving so much of our energy to them, to people who are stuck in certain ways of being, certain ways of thinking, certain ways of life. Like, I don't want to create a narrative that, oh, you have higher energy, so that means you have more value, but it's not that. It's that you have more awareness of what life is and your power in life. And that's why you operate at a higher frequency. And because of that, certain people who could be in denser frequencies and lower frequencies, not because their value is lower, but because they're operating under certain mindsets of fear, of animosity, of scarcity, of lack, of negativity, that keeps them vibrating at a certain level. And when you are vibrating higher, when you are trying to really hone in on the magic and fullness of who you are, certain people just won't cut it in your life, and certain conversations will make you feel drained, will make you feel dimmed. Certain conversations of animosity, of envy, of people who can't even dream. So that means that when you share your dreams, when you share your visions, they're gonna shoot them down. They're going to minimize them. And it's not that they're doing it out of direct malice to you, it's that they no longer believe, because they're not tapped into their own source. They're not tapped into their own light. Everybody here has light. Everybody here is a product of what some call God, source, creation, the universe. So that means that you have that godliness in you, and only certain people take time to bear witness to that, because bearing witness to that is letting go of what is mundane, of what is false, of what is a distraction, of what is a vice. So there are certain people who numb themselves through certain substances. And I'm not saying that substances are bad per se. I'm just saying that anything that is codependent can be bad. In the same way, certain people can numb themselves with dating, with a relationship where that relationship isn't good, and maybe these people can repeatedly confess their struggles in that relationship, but they won't leave it. And these are people who are stuck. These are people who limit themselves. These are people who block themselves. And when you're vibrating high, you're going to realize that in order for you to connect with them, you have to lower your own vibration. You have to lower your own speed, your own velocity, to be able to connect with them. So this becomes an energetic exchange, and everything you do is an energetic exchange. Everything you listen to, everything you watch, every conversation you have with somebody is an energetic exchange. And when you are leveling up your energy, you're going to realize that certain things just don't match with you anymore, that certain people just don't match with you anymore. And it is those moments of hermitedness, of stillness, of solitude that plug you back into your source. Spiritual people, especially anybody here who is connecting with the esoteric realms, with the Akashic records, with the ascended masters, with deities, with any divine energies, any higher consciousness, you're gonna need those times of solitude to really plug in to your own inner guidance system. And when it comes to even having spiritual gifts, the gift to see, the gift to channel, the gift of mediumship, that doesn't come in the middle of a lot of action, middle of a lot of movement. That comes in stillness of going within. And there's going to be moments in your life where you're gonna need to be in stillness to hone in on your own inner channel, to plug back into yourself. Because those who are not plugged into themselves, are plugged into the matrix, are plugged into society, are plugged into codependent connections. So ask yourself where you're plugged into, ask yourself in your connections, in your relationships, what are these people plugged into? What are the conversations at hand? Are we discussing external things? Are we discussing chasing a high, a thrill? Or are we discussing dreams, inner knowing, evolution, awarenesses, knowledge, wisdom, and insight? All right. Again, I'm trying to be careful with not creating a hierarchy of, oh, I'm spiritually awakened and this person isn't, because awakening isn't a this or that or a either or. Awakening is a scale, and there's scales of awakening that we are reaching on a constant basis. So as spiritualists here in this path of self-mastery, of self-awareness, of self-love, we're chiming in on more of ourselves. And I know hermitedness can have such a stoic, cold energy behind that word, right? But in what ways can hermitedness be fun? That is my challenge for you, to see your own time with yourself as fun, to do honorable acts for yourself, play good music with yourself, do things that you love, such as any creative outlets, drawing, music, singing, painting, and do it even if you feel like you're not good at it. Do it from a place of, I'm just playing like a little kid, allowing your inner child to come out. Read the books that you love, seek the knowledge that you desire to seek, and understand, y'all, for anybody here who is in the hermit phase, who is in that path of self-awareness, of spirituality, you're always going to meet new people, because once you vibrate at a certain frequency, yes, there's going to be a lot of NPCs, non-playable characters, people who are stuck in the matrix, but you're also becoming magnetic. Your energy is becoming magnetic to new experiences, to new opportunities, new friendships, new relationships, and new connections. High vibrational people, spiritualists, self-aware folks, they're not meant to be alone forever. The stillness is not forever. It can feel slow. It can feel like a winter, but enjoy that feeling of being within yourself. All right. Now I'm going to pull some tarot cards and see if tarot provides us with any messages or any wisdom. The deck that I'm using, and I'll leave a link for it, is the Circe Tarot. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I do offer private readings. How to find them is on the link below. The first card that we have is the Death card. It does feel like there's a lot of letting go for anybody watching this, and after death is rebirth. So if you're leaving behind any type of lifestyle, any environment, any setting, any group, any person, any relationship, give yourself honorance, because walking away comes with, yes, the knowing that I deserve more, but it comes with the pain of letting go. And you might be in a transitionary energy right now, but that letting you go, the Two of Wands, you can't make this up. If anybody here is familiar with tarot, the Two of Wands is an individual who's staring at one world, a world of comfort, a world that doesn't give anything outside of comfort and shelter and safety. This is somebody who's looking at that world and is now looking at a new external world and wants to embark on a new adventure, is ready to seek out more. So this is you now leveling up, moving forward. And I understand that the level up is endless, because The point of spirituality is to connect to your higher self, that God within you, that Goddess within you, that divine creator within you, to the infinite abundance of the universe which resides within you. That is the point of human life, to channel in that divine self that is within you and allowing your dreams to manifest forward. But here's the thing, when you pray for certain things, when you pray for love, when you pray for wisdom, when you pray for clarity, when you pray for abundance, whatever it is that is on your prayer list, your manifestation list, your vision board, those things will come to light. But anywhere where there's an energetic anchor, a low vibration, energetic density that weighs you down, if that's through a person, place, or thing, or a way of being, a habit, a vice, that will all be purged in the process of co-creating your new life. Creation and new life and rebirth comes with the sacrifice of an old way, of a comfort zone, of what no longer serves you. The last card that we have is the Lovers. If anybody here is wondering if their divine boo, their soulmate, exists out there, this is your confirmation that, yeah, duh, of course. Why would the universe punish you? Why would the universe ever leave you alone? This card to me is giving me the energy of Yeshua, who is Jesus, and Mary Magdalene. Now, there's a lot of missayings of the story of Mary Magdalene, but she is the feminine embodiment of Christ consciousness, of infinite love and compassion, and Jesus, or Yeshua, is the masculine embodiment of that energy. So this card is to represent two divine lovers with a shared mission and a shared path. When you are in the spiritual path, you can't settle in love, because you are supposed to be with somebody who has a shared calling, a shared mission, where you both elevate each other on a constant level, where it's not you elevating others, elevating friends, elevating lovers. It's both of you elevating each other and nourishing each other. All right. Now I'm going to pull one more card for fun. We have the Six of Wands. The Hermit mode is you connecting to the spirit realm, your spirit guides, your ascended masters, your ancestors. Solitude and stillness, especially in the colder seasons, fall and winter, are important for you to know your own divine gifts. And let me tell you, my spiritual awakening happened during my first winter when I moved from the West Coast to the East Coast. It was in that stillness where I started meditating and tapping in and hearing the voice of my ancestors and my guides. And it was also through doing shadow work. Shadow work, for those who don't know, is the work of looking at where you might have vices or negative thoughts or negative belief systems that keep you down, that weigh you down, that you need to transmute, and transcend. So know that spirituality is a constant evolution. You're always going to grow. You're always going to amaze yourself. You're always going to surprise yourself. And there will be times where you're called into moments of solitude and stillness to go within, to completely revolutionize yourself. So I want to give this affirmation that might sound crazy. Hermit mode is sexy. Hermit mode is fun. Hermit mode is divine, because this is where you are one with yourself and one to the universe, one to creator, one to the ancestors, one to the God, one to the goddess. All right. I hope this video was a service and of empowerment. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want to book a private reading with me, how to do so is on the link below, which will be my website. You can follow me on social media as well. I'm on Instagram at AstroPapi. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great, y'all.